You know, we talk about trust. I've known Ashmipara for 5.5 years. He showed me nothing but trust. So that's off the slate. I don't need to talk about that ever again. And anybody that's been in here since they shut the founder position down 2 years ago on June 22nd, if you're still here, you trust, or there's something wrong with you. Pretty simple. Um, Here's the other one. We talk about being ready. Engineer Mike brings it up every time. Everybody backs that up, being ready. Listen, when Ash is done, whatever he's doing, forget how hard it is. What hard he wants it difficult. That's who he is. He thrives off difficult. He thrives off challenges. That is his world. It doesn't make a lot of sense to all of us, and we're like, man, I would never do that. We're not Ashmi Farah. But the point is, when he's done, and that virtual limo pulls up in front of your house, that's not the time to say, wait, I gotta pack my suitcases. Freaking have them packed. Be ready. Be ready to go. All this time you're worried about things you can't change. There are things you can do, and you should try to do that. Some of the people that have approached Mike Ellis, I'm fortunate they haven't lately because I'm not real good at answering some of those questions as Mike is. But when they say, they give you the impression that I have to wait, I'm going to go do something else. Okay. Got an idea for you. It'll work for you, but you need to have at least 200 to 300 visitors, new visitors, every day visiting your site. Every day, brand new, not the same person, forever. Okay, now here's the problem with that. In 1 month, you only have 10% that stayed. Why? Because they don't know how to get 200 people a day. So you say, well, how do I compensate? Because here's the thing in the real world, not OnPassive, the real world. We're in a different world totally. If we bring in 200 people a day, and we do that day after day after day, you think, oh, you're building a business. Here's the problem. Everybody that we brought in or invited, or you invited, let's say you know how to do that, they don't know how to do that. So the original 200 won't even be there probably in 60 days. Maybe a couple of them could bring a couple in, and if they start celebrating when they break even. That's reality. And yeah, you could put more money in and bring in 400 people a day. Once you know how to do it, you can scale it. But you never get to the point where everybody's doing what you're doing. It doesn't work that way. If it did, I would have never found OnPassive because I wouldn't have been looking for it. So when people say that, like Mike said, oh, I got a brand new website, I got this, look, I got all the autoresponders set up, I'm ready to go. Okay. Now, you think you just throw it out there? I want people to do yourself a favor. Go to Google and look up lawnmowers. Now, when you're done, look at how many million pages there are about lawnmowers. So if you're good enough at writing about lawnmowers, you got to be on page 1, top 3. You can't be on page 555,000 at the bottom of that page. Nobody goes to page 2 in Google. No one. I don't even know why they have it. I've never looked at page 1 and go, I don't like what I see here. Let me go to page 2. That crap doesn't happen. So here's what you have it OnPassive. If you want to wait. Now, you don't have to wait, but there is no plan B. If you got a plan B that can answer the things I'm saying right now, go to it. Don't wait. Why are you here? But I want you to keep in mind, if you're able to do what I just said, everybody you bring in needs to be able to do the same thing. That's called duplication. They talk about it for 50 years. In OnPassive, there's duplication. Why? Whatever I do, Gina Leva can do, Mike Ellis can do, Bob can do, Andy can do, and everybody watching this. Because there is duplication. Why? We all own this business that was built for us personally. And if Ashmi Farah built a business that he wanted, and it was custom built, because that's what he did all the time, that's how he became a master distributor. He built another one called OnPassive, but he scaled it to the size that all of us get a piece of it. and all of us become experts. All of us can drive whatever traffic you want. Yeah, you can wait, you can let it grow organically, you can crawl. No freaking way am I doing that. No way. If the tools are there and I can pay for part of that speeding up process with profits I make from the company that I own, why wouldn't I do that? But before you think about, oh, I gotta wait, listen. The headaches that he's going through, I don't know what they are, but I know they're bad. Who else would do that for you? You don't have family members that would do that. Nobody here does. Your family loves us. But I doubt very much if they would spend tens of millions of dollars fighting and getting beat up every day. And the thing is, he's doing it for perfect strangers. Not now. We all know each other now. But originally, the thought was, I'm going to get as many people out there, and I want to help the people that's been the bottom 99% that's been failing. I want to flip it over. And he did. So if you have that conversation, if it's still in your mind after all these years, especially everybody's been here 2 years, if you're plugged in and you have that thing in your mind, leave. There is no way would I put myself through this agony. I wouldn't. I get it. If it's just that, it's unbelievable and you can't take it, go. But I want you to remind yourself, we've had 50, 60, 70, 100 people leave this company in the last 5 years. And they went to the new shiny objects. How do I know? I was invited. I went back. That shiny object, all of the 50 or 60 of them, they're not even a sparkle on the freaking ground right now. There is nothing left except that guy that walked away from a dream of a lifetime to go do something he couldn't do 5 years ago. And he thinks because time went by, now he's a marketing freaking genius. And reality is he doesn't know any more than he did before. But because time went by, he automatically thinks, I just know now. Well, what do you mean you just know now? You didn't know then, you don't know now. We can't wait while he spends all the money and does all the work. Leave. Don't suffer through this. There's no way will I suffer through it. It just doesn't make sense. If you don't get it and you can't get it, I can't help you. Maybe some other people can. But I'll tell you what you do. If you really plug in and you go to people and you ask them and you look at what happened. Andy Burke said it earlier. Okay, the site's down. I don't give a crap. Because when it comes back, he told us, I'm going to come back with vengeance. I'm not only going to shock you, I'm going to shock this world. And this comes from a guy that could drive 80 million emails a day. Now, raise your hand if you've got close to that before. It doesn't happen. We trusted him this far. Let's go to the end finish line. We're at the 90 yards. It's 100 yards. We got 10 yards left. Let's go for it. There's no reason to have that conversation. And I would tell anybody that somebody called them, ask them about it, hang up the phone. It's very simple. If I get that, I go click. Oh, we had a bad connection. No, we didn't. I clicked the button that said goodbye. I'm not being nasty. I just think we're way past being this petting people and stroking them. Not here. Not in my house. We did that. I'll help anybody. I'll inspire whatever I can. But we got to let that go. If Ash can walk through the trenches and get shot at and kicked in the butt and everybody going after him and his family and everything, and all I have to do is wait to cash in on a business that I've only dreamt of, I think I can wait. But while I'm waiting, I'm doing something. If you do something and you focus on other people besides you whining in that freaking chair at home and help other people, the anxiety will go away. You have no time for that crap. I'm not sitting around going, oh, I wonder if everything, come on, what? That's stupid. There's too much to do or help people or push people up or lend a hand than sitting around, woe is me. Because I guarantee some of the people asking that question when I said, we're going. Because remember, it's not going to be a warning. It's going to be, we're on the loose. And some idiot goes, hold on a minute, hold the car. I got to go pack my clothes. Pack this. I'm not waiting for you. Pack sand. Or no, goodbye. So there's no reason for that, especially when you have all these people helping. Here it is Sunday right now, we're here. There's not one day that went by in 5.5 years that I didn't do something with OnPassive. And it's not because I'm getting a whopping amount of money, okay? Okay? I did it because I know the potential. And I spent 15 years before OnPassive building a business, hoping we could bring people with us. And I met Mike 10 years. 10 years we were together. And we got to the point, wow, we can do that. We can do this now. Now we can do this. And then we had reality check. Yeah, but the people we're bringing in can't. It was a kick in the gut, I'm telling you. And then we tried to help everybody. So you help one guy bring in 3 people. Yes. That means he's going to be successful at 975 years old. I mean, it's ridiculous. This company speeds up everything in your life. He said it's not going to be a year. It's going to be quickly. And the outcome will be when you see this baby, you won't remember none of the labor pains. Guarantee it. So anyway, that's all I have.